Can you explain who you are and what do you do?
Yeah, so my name's Miss Jones. I'm a physics teacher here at Los Altos High School. I have my bachelor's and my master's in physics, and then I have my teaching credential as well for single subject physics.
What is your opinion on inflation?
Inflation, I think, is one of those really tough topics because it's a place where a lot of people get like upset where they see prices going up, they don't know what they can do about it, and I think a lot of people get really frustrated, and I think rightfully so because they don't necessarily know how to adjust for inflation.
How has inflation affected you?
I think inflation has affected me specifically in like how I budget, because especially as an example, like with gas prices, we've seen gas prices just absolutely go through the roof in the last couple months, and so having to take that into account and adjust how much you spend on other things, like maybe how much I go to a restaurant, or how much extra clothes I'm buying that I really don't need, or even then how many new cat towers do I need for my cat. Just that extra spending just really starts to kind of cut back.
How do you think inflation affected the way you spend?
Yeah, so like I said, it's made me cut back a lot. Like I'm having to focus more on buying the essentials like groceries or like gas, or replacing things that have broken in my house rather than going out of my way to spend extra money on like restaurants or something like that.
How has inflation affected other teachers?
I think it's affected them similarly because I think teachers, like in general, we want to, provide materials for students. But as inflation has increased, and prices of everything is going up, we find ourselves less able to actually provide materials for our students than we would want to. So we're having to ask you guys, if you can, to get materials.
What causes inflation in your opinion?
Inflation, I mean, they're printing too much money.
Yeah.
And they're not taking enough of it out of circulation. So as more and more money is being printed and it's going out there, and also, I mean, as wages increase, companies will just raise the prices of things, and they're not, we have now too much money in circulation because everybody's just making everything more expensive as it goes.
How has inflation affected your community or family?
I think you see less people putting back into the community, honestly, because people feel the need to be at work, or they feel the need to, be making more money in order to take care of themselves, take care of their family, and so there's less community involvement now, I think, because of the inflation.
All right, thank you, Ms. Jones.
Yeah, no problem.